Okay, so I also want to talk to you guys about crab traps. This happens to be a commercial crab trap that was pulled out of the Titusville area over by the Merritt Island Refuge in the Indian River in shallow water. It's kind of hard to see, but there was barnacles up to about here. It was shallow water barnacles. You could tell from the barnacles of how they're doing. This particular trap was in the water for 5 years. The reason why I know that is because of the bands that were on it. If you see, it's six-sided still. So the crabber would take their stuff, they would go and they would shake out their crab. Well, this was on here when I found it. So obviously a crab ain't coming out of that. Everything else is perfectly intact. It was sitting in the water for 5 years. When I actually was able to, I was lucky enough to be able to talk to the crabber that owned it. He recognized me coming in a different day and he knows his layout. And he told me that he lost this trap about 5 years ago during a storm that came across from the west coast to east coast, along with a lot of traps. He lost tons of them. So I'm like, well, eventually I'm gonna find them all. That gentleman also told me that from that day, from when the storm recovered all the way until towards the end of the year, they were out there looking for traps, trying to find them. And I'm like, well, unfortunately, this particular one came to me with no rope. I didn't have a rope or buoy, it was gone. So what happened with this, I'm gonna only venture to guess, is that it was in his water, it got ripped apart, probably off to the side or into the channel, it fell into deeper water, whatever. The rope got cut off by a boat and then it just sat around. It had so much stuff in it, it wasn't even funny, but here's their, see, this is showing that people say the commercial trap's gonna have that in there, the rebar on the bottom, obviously the commercial tag. So that trap would go in the water. If I put this in right now, attach a rope and a buoy and put it in the water and not bait it, not anything, I go back in about 2-3 weeks, I'm gonna have crab in there, I'm gonna have sheepshead in there, because they're just gonna wanna eat the barnacles. So they're gonna swim in there, they're gonna come in there, and then obviously the first crab that goes in there, about a week it's gonna die, and then the fish are gonna go in there to eat the crab and everything else, and it's just a cycle. So I hate to say it this way, but crab trap, if you harvest it when it's a perfect time, every 3 to 4 days, week tops, 7 days tops, if you harvest it, it's a crab trap. If you leave it more than 7 days, it becomes a death trap.
Thanks for watching, and if you like this video, please subscribe to explore the IRL.